Follow. Welcome to the Segmented Podcast, the show where we bring you 3 segments each episode, ranging from discussion to improv. How are you doing, bud? Same. It's
ghost.
Pretty cold. It's pretty what?
I'm a ghost.
Actually?
Yeah, I'm actually a ghost now.
Whoa, hold up. I thought what?
I'm a ghost. Did you not
How long has that happened? When did you just die?
My ghost machine made me a ghost.
Oh, the ghost machine. I thought the
did.
ghost machine was supposed to make ghosts.
Here, let me try it again. Okay, I'm back to normal now. It's all good.
Oh, that was pretty legit.
Yeah.
You should turn me into a ghost sometime.
No, I'm not gonna do that because sometimes
Wow,
when you kick it doesn't turn you back.
You son of a pickle. Wait, how can you kick it if you're a ghost?
Well,
Wouldn't you just, like, pass through
I
it?
still have human feet. I just have
Oh.
ghost hands and a ghost head.
Got it.
Yeah. No, I mean, do you know how ghosts work?
No, I thought I did.
Okay, when you put a sheet over you, what part of you is still showing?
Your feet.
So,
Okay.
See, that's why ghosts are just like sheet ghosts. Like when you dress up as a ghost, it's because that's how it works.
Wow. So you could say that it's a pretty holy sheet.
How have you been, Noah?
Still making puns.
See, nothing,
But
there.
I've been well. My animals have actually signed a treaty with the local government of my town.
All right.
Yeah, my local government. You know, the council of the city of Portlandia.
Is it a treaty of peace, or is it like a treaty of like you don't shoot us and we want to obliterate all of you, sort of a thing?
I think it's more of the latter. I
Okay.
think. I'm not sure. I wasn't allowed to read it because, you know, even though that they're my animals, I don't technically have the right to see their legal contracts.
Got it. Well, that makes sense.
I just know that my cow with a third eye that has telekinetic and telepathic powers, along with the rest of my barnyard animals, they have decided to
No, hold on.
sign
Just
stuff with the
to
government.
make sure I got this right. So
Yep.
all of them have telekinetic powers?
No. Just the cow.
Okay,
That's kind of leading the whole thing.
So,
but all of them seem to have telepathic powers.
okay. Oh, okay, got it. So they can all talk to each other. Because I was thinking
Yes.
for a second, could they only talk to the one? Because then that would kind of make sense why he's the leader, because they can't communicate with each other. You know, kind of like divide and conquer. But yeah, so they can all talk. They're kind of like just intelligent.
Like a psychic link or something. I don't know.
Well, I hope that treaty stays up. I hope your town, with that place where it is, doesn't fall to ruin, or anything tragic like that. That would be.
Yeah, no, that would be.
I would be sad for one. At least me. Maybe some other people. I don't know.
That would be one of the worst things that could happen.
Oh, definitely.
But not the
up
worst.
There. Up there, like
Yeah,
top
definitely.
20.
Top 10. Oh,
Top-
well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean maybe
Top
10.
100.
Top 100. Top 100.
Top
for
100.
for sure.
Yeah, at least. So, anyway, what segments are we doing?
Oh, well, we're starting with segment 1, new choice, which will be a segment we've never done before. It's so new. I would almost say it's a new choice.
Nice.
Don't laugh at that. The second segment is an interview with an imaginary person.
Ooh.
And the third segment, we're going to create an infomercial product using random words, but primarily we're just going to create an infomercial
Yeah, we are.
product.
Let's jump off into the abyss of content.
Segment 1, new choice. This is a brand new improv segment that we have. And so basically how it works is one of us is going to be giving a monologue, not unsimilar to 1 or 2 minute improv story, but sort of like Ace, the other co-host that isn't telling the story can change it by saying new choice. New choice will force the person telling the story to change the way that they're telling it by making a different decision. It sort of depends on what exactly they're saying, but it'll make a lot of sense once we get into it.
Yep. And to start this off, I am going to give you a prompt, and I will be your moderator type deal. And
You will be new choicing me?
I will be new choicing you. And
All right.
in order to get your prompt, I'm going to a random Wikipedia article.
Of course you are, my man.
Okay. So, your prompt is John Dusty King. Dusty King. That is your prompt. Dusty King.
Dusty
And
King.
go.
His name was Dusty King. He was the king of the entire town.
New choice.
He was the king of the entire well. And he owned that well like nobody else did. Everyone was like, Dusty, you don't own anything. All you own is a silly well. And Dusty was like, and they were like, all you own is just a rock. You own one rock.
New choice.
You own 2 rocks, Dusty.
New choice.
You own all of the entire universe, Dusty. And he's like, what? Really? And they're like, yeah, Dusty. You remember? It was given to you by the universe guy.
New choice.
By, the Mr. Blue Sky.
New choice.
By the dust.
New choice.
By the 2 rocks that you thought you owned. And he was like, what? The 2 rocks? I actually do own those? And they're like, well, yeah, I guess you do because you own the whole universe. And he's like, does that mean I own you? And they're like,
new choice.
And he's like, does that mean I also own that, Chili's that's in the back of the mall, in Arkansas? And they're like, that's oddly specific, but yeah. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to hop in my car and I'm going to go to that Chili's.
New choice.
And he's like, all right, I'm going to get in a rocket ship and I'm going to go to that Chili's. And so he hopped in his rocket ship that he owns because he owns the universe. And he went all the way to that Chili's in the back of that shopping mall in Arkansas. And he got out and he's like, can I have some baby back ribs?
New choice.
And he's like, can I have everything on your menu?
New choice.
And he was like, can I have whoever works here?
New choice.
Can I have your manager to eat, please? And they were like, well, no, and because we're closed. And he's like,
new choice.
Because we ran out of managers because everyone else already ate them. And he's like, ah, shucks, but I'm the king of the universe. My name's Dusty. And they're like, hey, we heard about that. Us Chili's people, we were going to start a rebellion against you.
New choice.
We were going to actually celebrate you with a massive parade. And it was going to be called the Dusty Parade, but we canceled it because it was going to be called the malaria. It was going to be called the malaria parade because we were going to give everyone a pneumonia, the one that everyone gets when you throw dust everywhere, especially at their faces. It doesn't work as well as confetti, like I would think with a parade. It wouldn't work as well as small cats like you'd think at a cat parade.
New choice.
It wouldn't work as well as blood like you'd do in a sacrificial parade.
New choice.
And it wouldn't work as well as actual human beings in a human parade. And Dusty's like, I've never heard of a human parade. And so at that point, he sits down by the waitress that he's befriended from the closed Chili's. And he sits down by the large fat man that refused to leave Chili's at 9 o'clock.
New choice.
He sat down with the Burger King guy. And he's like, when did you get here? And he doesn't say anything because he's the Burger King guy.
New choice.
And he says, you're adopted.
And scene. That was so much more entertaining than I was expecting.
Wow. Oh.
And he doesn't say anything. New choice. And he said, you're adopted.
Wow. That was good. That was some good new choicing.
My favorite part was when you said, this isn't like confetti in a normal parade. This isn't like cats in a cat parade. This isn't like blood like in a sacrificial parade. And you just kept going through all the different things. That was amazing. Oh, man.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Woo. Okay. Pick a letter.
14.
14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Technology it is.
That's what I was thinking.
Your prompt is... Wow, this is way worse than I thought it is. Produce eats people. This is from 4chan, by the way.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Okay. Just tell me when I go. Produce eats people.
And go.
Samuel Gawalevich. He said that he was a scientist, and one day he was working and experimenting on some produce.
New choice.
And so he was working on some carrots.
New choice.
And so not working at all because he's a bad person and a procrastinator. But so he sat at home and he looked into his fridge and he saw that there was a bunch of produce in there. There was some lettuce and some carrots. And so what he did was, him being a scientist, he took them out. He noticed that there's mold on them.
New choice.
And he noticed that there were children recently touched them.
New choice.
So he realized that these were not actually fruit.
New choice.
He realized they were actually mechanically made. And so he took them out of the fridge, put them on his counter. He took out a laser and he shone it on it, and they came alive.
New choice.
Because they were actually, and they just sat there. Nothing happened. And so he called the authorities saying, hey, this mechanical vegetables, he's like, hey, these mechanical vegetables are trying to not do something. They're trying to do something. They're supposed to do something, but they're not doing anything with this laser. And so the authorities said, hey, it's fine.
New choice.
Just shoot him. They said, oh no, that's terrible.
New choice.
They said, call the ambulance. And so he says, okay, I will call them immediately. He hangs up the phone. He picks up the other phone that he has for some reason. He calls, boop, boop, boop. That's 911. And he calls the ambulance. He says, hello, I need ambulance. A vegetable is trying to eat me because of mechanical reasons. And they said, okay, keep your calm, and we will be right there. And so he hangs up the phone. He goes over to the So he stays on the phone and just goes, goo. And he's wondering, why the heck are there nobody there? And then he realizes that they hung up on him. So he hangs up, he goes over to the produce, and he noticed that they have developed mouths. And so what he does is he takes out a fresh lemon, he takes out a fresh pit of watermelon.
New choice.
He takes out a nice knife, and he cuts the produce in half to see what it would do. And what it did was, it just screamed. It just said, ah! And so, now that he has this mechanical screaming produce, he was freaking out.
New choice.
So he was totally calm, because this happens all the time. And so he went over, and he tried to pet it to placate the produce, but it just bit him. And now his left, and it just licked his hand. And so he was licking the guy's hand, and he said, "Ah, how cute." And then the other produce went over to him and started biting his ear off. And so from there, he screamed, and he was like, dang it, every time. And then he threw the produce off of him, because that's bad. You should not be eating humans. And then he heard the sirens come, and he hears woo woo woo
New choice.
Of the ambulance. He's heard the
New
of
choice.
the ambulance. He heard the ah 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 of the ambulance, and they came up to his house. They knocked on the door, going thunk thunk thunk. And so he opens the door. He says, "Hello, welcome to my house." He said, "What the heck are you doing here?" And they said, "Well, you called us." And he was like, "I didn't call no ambulance." And they said, Yeah, you did." And he said, "Oh, okay, it's probably about the mechanical produce." So he leads them to the kitchen, right? And so once in there, Samuel says, "Hey, this is what's causing a problem. They're trying to eat me." And they said, "Okay, sir, this is a very common problem.
New choice.
We will take." They said, "Wow, that's never happened before in our entire careers."
New choice.
Wow, really? And he said, "Yes, exactly." And so they said, "Okay, I guess we'll take this right here." And as he picks up the head of lettuce that was mechanical, it bites his hand off. And now the ambulance guy says, "Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance!"
New
and
choice.
Samuel's like, he says, "Ah!"
New choice.
And Samuel's like, and he's like, "Ah!"
And scene. I think my favorite was the ambulance sound effect.
That was also my favorite too.
I could have never done that if you didn't literally say what the ambulance sounds like. You would have just been like, you heard the ambulance sirens. He was like, and he heard the ambulance sirens go wee wee, and I was like, I gotta do it now.
I just like how they evolved into giant birds for some reason. The ambulance go ah ah ah.
Oh,
That is a segment that we need to bring back later, because that was tremendously fun.
Certainly.
Segment 2, we're going to do interviews with an imaginary person. This isn't real, it's all fictitious, so don't think it's real. So basically, I'm going to be the interviewer asking Ben questions. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know what his character is. I will tell him who he is, and from that point, and only that point, is when he finds out. And then he has to go along with it, say yes and, improvise his answers and his responses, and he might not even understand what it is. He's just gonna have to make it up. That's the nature of improv. So I guess, without further ado, let's get right into the news. Hello and welcome back to Sports Channel News. I'm your host, Porcupine Frank, and I'm here with Yalpal Shorterback, Jehoshaphat Forknob.
Yep, that's
How
me.
you doing, Jehoshaphat?
I'm doing pretty good today, right now. Yep, actually, I'm not doing pretty great, but for right now, I think I'm doing it pretty good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just fake it till you make it.
Right,
It's all right.
Right.
So
that's how it works.
So, Jehoshaphat, can I call you Jehoshaphat?
You can call me Joseph.
Okay, Joseph.
Coach Joseph, actually. Call me Coach Joseph.
Okay. Oh, so you're the coach?
Yep.
I thought you were the shorter back.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore. Nope.
Oh, wow. When did that happen?
One day I was being the shorter back, and I just found myself on the side of the field, and I was telling them what to do, and sure enough, they were like, well, why don't you just be the coach? And I was like, well, considering I killed the last one, yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a Santa Claus deal.
Yep.
For those who don't know, what team do you play for? What Yalpal team do you play for?
I play for...
Or now coach?
Well. See, I used to play for the Yellowbacks, and then I used to play for the Red Streaks. But today, right now, I'm working for the Blue Stars.
The Blue Stars.
Blue Stars, yep.
Which are,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken, it is fourth in the rank of tadpole catching, twice in the rank of finger throwing, and first, number one at the top of the flabberbacks.
Well, we're not the top of the flabberbacks just yet. We still have to. We got to catch a few more tadpoles. We need a new shortback, of course, because we don't have one anymore. But we a few more of those, and I mean, it's basically ours. We basically have it. We're gonna be the best. I think we're gonna win the pole cup, the big pole cup coming up here in November.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that you guys have a long way if you're gonna beat the orange circles, but I think that you guys are really, really up there.
I do think so. The primary problem we're seeing is that some of our players don't have legs. A lot of the orange circles have more than two legs, and I'm talking about with the changing the rules with the pole cup coming up. I won't be able to do it for the next game, but we won't be playing them next game, so that'll be all right.
Yeah.
But I need to make sure that by the pole cup, we cannot have 3 legs and no legs on the same court. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
I've been doing this a long time. Never made sense to me. But you just gotta boil the pot. You gotta give them the idea, and you just gotta wait. And in time, they'll see it your way.
Yeah, I totally agree. And so you, as a shorter back or past shorter back, how did you get into the industry of Yalpal with all this?
Well,
it's pretty competitive to get into.
It's competitive, but when you grow up where you do, and Yalu, back in Yalu, where I come from, everyone played Yalpal. The kids, the grandmothers. Not the grandfathers. Grandfathers aren't allowed. That's a big problem that we have.
I think most people know.
Right.
It's okay.
But I just learned there, and I remember my aunt. She was also a grandma. But she wasn't my grandma. But everyone called her grandma except for me because she was my aunt. But she was the best Yalpal player in all of Yalu. It was a small village. But yeah, that's where I learned. And I kind of knew from there I was going to be a short back. I thought I was going to be a short back my whole life. I was gonna go pro. But sure enough, I run around 30, and one of my legs comes off, and I'm like, you know what? I know the other one's coming. So I might as well just cut my losses and be a coach, because you know, if you can't play, you might as well tell other people how to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's very true. I'm
Right.
very happy to keep you in the game as long as we can, even though, because you are actually a legend. I don't know how many people think of you of that, but you're one of my personal heroes.
Thank you.
Of Yalpal.
Well, you're too kind. You're too kind.
Your record game back in 77, with the 42 turnpikes in one game, which I think was absolutely,
that was pretty badness. You know, we only did that because of Mr. Jack Pearson. But you know, I think we can get some more turnpikes. Hopefully next season. Next season we got some really good starters coming up. You know, people like Morrison Hughes, people like Gorgeous and Flank. Probably the best front back you've probably ever seen. And a lot of people don't know about him because he actually hasn't played on a pro team yet. He's on the Yellow Circle juniors right now, which isn't a professional team. But a lot of the good ones come from there. So
that's really exciting.
I'm excited.
I'm glad that, and it's also cool that you guys are signing younger, more rookie players. That's really that's certainly something. It's very difficult. Yeah.
Sorry, it's a very, very big problem. A lot of teams think the more experience, the better. But you see problems, you know, like the Red Streaks, where they're all grandmas. And it just doesn't work. They aren't fit enough. And my team,
I think that the main reason why the Red Streaks and it being grandmas, like all grandmas, I think the main reason is that it's fairly unfair. Like, but other people think it's fine. So I don't know. I just think that the grandmas are too good, and that's why they've won the Pole Cup for the past 18 years. So, but
well, let's see. The grandmas are always good in the beginning game, or the pre-game, as we call it. But when post-season comes along, their dentures, you know, and they start falling out, their glasses fall off, they get stepped on, you know, they might as well be out of the game. That's the equivalent of a fatal injury. And you get to the end of the game, you know, they have the skill, they have the experience, but their endurance just isn't there. You know, like with people like Mike Conroy on my team, you know, he's my solid front. I don't know if he has any brains left. He runs so hard and so fast. You know, when he hits those grandmas, you know, he just shatters their bones. But you know what? Not even next game, but by post game, you know, he's still running just as hard. He's just as stupid, and he's just as fast. You know, and you don't see that. You don't see that in the grandmas with the Red Streaks. You know,
incredible motivation. Micah has. It's truly an inspiration to all future growing up Yalpal players. So, you know, Joseph, it's been great having you here.
Pleasure being here.
I would love to have you back later, maybe after another game, or maybe postseason. That would be
good. When that Pole Cup gets closer, I'm gonna, you know, I'm hoping to make some changes. You know, really change the game here. Really do something. You know, with Yalpal.
Change the rules. That have been set in stone. Okay.
I know, but you know, just you know how the story goes. You know, you go up to the mountain, you write the rules, but you come down, and sometimes you drop them. You got to write some new rules. So that's what I want to do.
And so, will you be submitting the rules by going up to Yalpal Mountain and submitting them to the Yalpal gods?
That's the hope. But you know, if that doesn't work, I can always just steal the current rules, and I can just break them, and that'll force someone to have to go up to the mountain. I'll volunteer, you know, and with my powerful position, hopefully, you know, as we get closer to the Pole Cup, they'll allow me to go up there, and you know, I'll make things right. I'll change things for the better, and I think Yalpal, not just my team, will benefit from it. So I'm quite excited about that.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yep, thank you so much. Segment 3. We're going to make an infomercial product with random words.
What a twist. Okay, so we're going to go to a website known as TextFixer, which is my favorite random word generator, and we're going to generate some random words. I'm going to say we're going to take the first 3 words, and that will be it. All right? Are you ready for our prompt? So, Ben, tell us what our 3 words are.
Our 3 words are crab, cluster,
Yep.
cube.
Huh? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Heck yes. Okay. So, the crab cluster cube. Are you sick and tired of not being able to cluster all those crabs together?
Oh
Take
boy,
our cube
am I.
Oh boy, just take our cluster cube and throw it into the ocean.
Whoa.
The crabs will cluster together and get stuck in a cube.
That actually sounds really scary.
It's pretty actually terrifying, but it's okay, because it works. Just throw it in the thing and take it up. Now listen to these reviews from our very satisfied customers.
Yeah, I bought it because I thought it was actually tissue dispenser. I got really bad allergies. Yeah, I just have crabs now.
Boy, those sure are some satisfied customers. If you want to be as satisfied as that guy, buy now. You can go to Amazon.com or www.crabclustercube.org and buy them. They are $14,000 a piece.
Warning, we are not held responsible for the crabs that will and most certainly will kill you. They are special crabs that we designed to put them into the ocean in order to come to the cube. We're not responsible when they murder you and everyone that you know and you unleash the crab-apocalypse upon the world.
Order now.
You want to do another one?
I do want to do another one. I think this is fun. Like, we could just do 30-second blurbs for all of these. And you can... I'll be secondary characters. You'll be the main guy for this next one.
I just kind of... Yeah.
Yours is the Magnificent Conspiracy Detonator.
Are you tired of all your friends telling you about their crazy conspiracies? Well,
Yes, I am.
That's great, because today we're going to give you the Magnificent Conspiracy Detonator. Now, all you have to do is walk right up to your friends, and you gotta just press the button on the Magnificent Conspiracy Detonator. It's pretty crazy. Here's a small child I just found on the street. What do you think about this?
Oh, wow, look at that nice conspiracy right there. What does it do?
Well, it doesn't do anything after you make them explode. You want to try it out?
Wow! Yes, I would love to.
All right, here you go. You see that man over there? Oh, wasn't that crazy?
Wow, that was pretty intense right there. You just blew up that child.
Anyway,
Sounds like a conspiracy to me.
yeah, it's not. We are so certain that you will like our detonator. Here is the man who invented it. Tell us all
Hi.
about it.
I'm Richard Dixon, and I sure love my product. I also like conspiracies. Would you like to get rid of all the people who believe in your stupid conspiracy and only keep the ones that agree with you? Well, use our Magnificent Detonator conspiracy thingy, and you just blow up everyone who disagrees with you.
Only available at Barnes & Noble.
Order now. Only available at Barnes & Noble. Oh my gosh, I have it. Okay.
What?
The Thief Ox Hug.
The Thief Ox Hug?
Yes.
All right, the Thief Ox Hug. It's all yours.
All right. Are you tired of having just normal hugs by regular old people who rob things?
I sure
well,
am.
Fear no more. This one is about thief oxes, the oxes that hug back.
I have such a problem with those.
Well, fear no more. All you have to do is whenever there's an intruder coming in your house, you take out your hug ox and you put it into the middle, and he goes, whoa, and it scares the thief away, and then it goes and it hugs it to death until it strangles him, and it kills him, and he takes every living breath, and then he just crushes him and breaks his ribs and his bones, and there's nothing left but a powder of death and a stench of lifelessness.
Wow, I love it.
Order now! I just like ending it with order now. For some reason, I just find that very humorous. Well, this is a fun segment.
It is.
Do you want to do one more so we both have two?
Heavy-hearted glimmer goldfish.
Okay, it's all yours.
Hey guys, so are you tired of having goldfish that are like happy and stuff?
Yes.
Well,
I want my
you don't
fish
have to
to
worry
be
about
dead
that.
inside like me.
Okay, but that wasn't what I was talking about. So we got a new goldfish, guys. It's called the heavy-hearted glimmer goldfish. Just because it's glimmering doesn't mean it's happy. All you gotta do is pop it in your tank. All your other fish will die. That's right. That's depression, not disease. Listen to this goldfish we just released into a tank. Isn't he great? And here's another fish that was in the tank before the goldfish was in there.
Oh man, I sure love having this depressed fish with me.
Isn't that wonderful? I'm sure you'd want that. Actually, I know you want it. I know that you want it. You know why? Because I have your mother right here. And she told me.
We are taking your family.
She told
If
me
you want your family
that you
back,
wanted it.
release the doves.
I will release the fish onto her. I know he's only like an inch long, but he will
We
kill
will
her.
swim inside your mother.
Order now!
Available only at Best Buy.
Oh, I am so tired.
Dark. Okay. Woo.
That is the end of the show. We hope you did enjoy it. What did we learn today, Noah?
We learned that new choice is very fun with a monologue.
Yes, we also found out that you probably shouldn't pet the mechanical fruit because there's a whole lot of things they could do to you. They'll probably just lick you, but they might also bite your ear off.
We also learned that the crab cluster cube is a product that may or may not be illegal.
We also learned that Yelpal is a wonderful sport that's got a big championship coming up, and even though we don't understand how it works, we're pretty excited about it.
Heck yeah, we are.
You can find Noah on Twitter at Nomich_ and Ben at Tendo. You can also email the podcast at segmented.fm@gmail.com, and you can support the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/segmentedfm, where you can get extra goodies, talk to the hosts, mainly Noah, on live chat, and occasionally you can listen to our recording sessions live. But the best way you can support the podcast is by leaving a review on iTunes or sharing it with your friends. And with that,
We
can
take
all
of
your
favorite
songs
and
turn
them
into
bad.
days. That's the name of the album.
Oh yeah, a good
It's Bad
good
Days.
album. Yeah. Hello and welcome to Forking News. Oh, that sounds bad. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da.
Da, 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 da. Life is a pile of good things and bad things. You'll take the bad things and you'll pretend they didn't happen.
Because they didn't.
Doctor
Wink.
Who, 2014.
What? Okay.
That was a Doctor Who quote.
I believe it, probably.
Welcome to Nested Gym Incorporated. Please enter your password. Access granted. Welcome, Nico.